Hey, what's up guys? Lewis here. How you guys doing? So today you can see we're at Hollywood Studios. I'm going to show you a couple of really cool things that you could do with a fisheye lens. Because many people say, why would I want a fisheye lens? The only thing I could do is all those weird photos with those angles and stuff like that. But I'm going to show you a couple of really cool things that you could do. And of course, tons of pictures to show you as examples. So without further ado, let's go inside the Hollywood Studios. Now, typical Florida, and it always happens to me, and I head over to a park, you get these nice dark clouds with only an indication that it's going to rain. But no worries, we're heading in anyway. Okay, so it's jam-packed here at Hollywood Studios, and probably the reason is that today is a Friday, and since the Halloween parties have already started, many people will actually head over here since Magic Kingdom closes at 6 and everybody rushes here. Now, the lines outside were crazy. Check this out. So anyway, we're inside, so let's go ahead and do the thing. So let's go ahead and talk about the lens. In my bag, I have the TTArtisan 11 f2.8 fisheye lens for the Canon R mount, which goes for around $235 and provides an ultra-wide perspective without a high price tag. Built with a solid metal body, this compact and lightweight lens is durable and easy enough to carry, and it delivers a fisheye effect with around 180 degrees angles of view. The lens is, though, fully manual, requiring users to set the focus and aperture on the lens itself. Oh, this sure looks bad. Okay, so the number one tip I can give you guys with shooting with a fisheye is whatever you're trying to focus on, make sure it sits right at the spot center of the image. For example, we're going to take a photo of this street sign right here, and I'm going to make sure it's in the center, because if it's not in the center, it's game over. Once it starts hitting the corners and stuff like that, it gets all distorted and there's really no way to come back from it. So again, we're going to take a photo of this street light here, and I'm going to make sure it is centered. So here's how it looks on a better day. Now let's head inside to the rock and roller coaster, and of course this place is amazing for fisheye photos, like this one. Okay, the next one is here at the rock and roller coaster, what is going to be switched over soon to the Muppets. Now, one of the cool things of the fisheye, which I love, is that you can capture so much being really close to the object that you're taking a photo of. For example, for this one, we're actually going to go really close and put the camera like pretty low, even over the fence, so we get that upward effect. And you're going to see how we're going to be able to capture the guitar, the poster here, and all the goodies. And yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Now we're going to go ahead and squeeze in here into a little corner, which we can then put our camera over the side of the fence. And we're going to shoot from here up. So here are a couple of sample shots. Here's one that I shot with a tripod sitting off of the side. Here's one I shot over the fence, and then for the last one I actually leaned over and put the camera really low and shot upwards. Okay, now of course there's tons of photo ops here in the Tower Terror area. So I'm going to go ahead and walk around this area and show you the photos I've taken with the fisheye, and that way you can see how cool they look. Now, one of the photos that I think is really cool, which is many times overlooked, is this one right here. And if you look closely, you can see how it slowly sprinkles into where it says the Twilight Tower of Terror. Here a second, there it goes. Okay, and what I'll do is that I'll actually put a little tripod here. The tripod here and shoot an angle. And you get this sign going off with all the cool stuff. Here's how it looks. Okay, sadly I won't be able to go inside to the queue line and show you the locations of the photos, but I'm going to post them anyway so you can see them. And I'll talk you through them, and you can see what cool things we could take with the fisheye in the queue line as well as in the lobby. So here you go. Okay, from the outside, just before you enter the building, you can see some really cool fisheye options here. Like here, you get the tower as well as the queue line. Shooting from the bottom up, another great photo to be able to get all the room here. And then as you're walking in, you can look to the right and take a photo of the counter towards the inside of the room. And if you can, always, there's no people, take a photos of different angles here, the same angle, just looking to the left. And here's another one as just right before we go into the attraction. Thing that I like to do also is sometimes shoot high and low, and with the fisheye it provides some really cool effects. For example, right here with this fountain that's here behind me, I am going to briefly, momentarily, just for a second, stand there and take a photo holding the camera up, shooting downward at an angle, and you get a really cool effect like this. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's getting any better. Thunder has somewhat started. Everybody's starting to run for cover, but we're going to keep on going for you guys, all for the gram, all for you guys. So let's keep going. Next, what I'm going to show you is here is the Chinese theater, which houses Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and we can get a really cool shot here with the fisheye, which is where we get all the enclosure here on the top. And I'm going to show you exactly where I stand for that photo that I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to come over here to this entrance. We'll turn around for you guys right here. And with the fisheye, we're going to shoot upwards with an angle like this. And with the fisheye, obviously, since it's we can get more in the frame, we're going to get all the curves and all the fun stuff. And let's see if I can get back a little more. There you go. Now another tip, remember you can always tilt your camera and take advantage of all that space that you're capturing for these cool, awesome portrait shots. Has officially started to rain here. Everybody's starting to run. Everybody's starting to get some ponchos on. But we're still going. All for the gram. Another really cool thing with the fisheye is that it allows you to get really close to some of the buildings and you'll be able to catch a lot of it inside the frame. Let's go ahead and take a photo of this one and I'll show you what I'm doing. So we're going to stand literally right here. Well, actually right here on the line. And we're going to shoot upwards and get this sign with the fisheye, and we should be able to get a lot of those sides here with the fisheye. Okay, so that's how that looks with the new sign. Here's how it looks with the old sign that I took a couple of years ago. Now, if you haven't already, this show was just recently reopened. I'm going to put a link to the video that me and Gilda did giving our reviews of it. So here it is. Okay, the next couple of shots I'm going to show you are actually inside Toy Story Land. And they're really cool shots here. Some work and some don't, so I'll show you and you guys can make up your own judgment. Now, if you haven't already, over here to the right, they have a restaurant called Rodeo Roundup, which is really cool. We actually did it, and I'm going to put a link to it. So if you guys want to check it out. Now, one thing many people don't notice, because there's so many people sometimes, is these footprints here. Because remember, we are inside Andy's backyard, so he was playing here, and we are the toys. Now, this is a really cool spot to be able to use the fisheye, and the reason is that you already got a distorted, somewhat curved track here. So taking this with the fisheye is going to make it look even cooler. So this is another really cool spot to shoot it. Plus you get all these other goodies. And to be honest, I'm actually going to show you a photo that I took using this as a marker for the photo. And look at this. This is like a perfect shot right here. Sadly, Slinky Dog Dash is closed, since as you can see it's obviously raining. It does not operate in the rain. But here's the spot which I think will be really cool for a photo. Now, how the Florida weather is, usually as you can see here, it's raining. Give it 20 minutes, sun will be out, it'll be hot as usual. So, okay, now another really cool place where you could use the fisheye is actually in a store. And as you know, all over Disney, no matter if you come out of a ride, even a bathroom, you'll run into a shop. So we're actually going to go into this one right here, which is the one in Galaxy's Edge. And this one has a really cool circular roof on the inside with a lot of decorations. So we're going to go ahead and take photos of it. So. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people in here because everybody's trying to get out of the rain. Hello. And so that one, I usually try to stand on a corner like over here and then look upwards. Now, a really cool shot that I did was actually right here where they have all the lightsabers on display. I lifted my camera as high as possible and shot down at an angle with the fisheye and got this photo. Now, the cool thing of this photo is actually the person who is in the photo actually saw it because I posted it on Instagram, and they asked me if I could send it to them because they wanted to send it to the family and friends. I said, yeah, there you go. So yeah, here's another perfect example where we're shooting high to be able to get all the effects on the stuff below. Okay, now of course we're going to be able to use our fisheye for this little spaceship that is parked here in the center of Galaxy's Edge. And as for this one, to be honest with you, you can take it from different angles. And here are a couple of shots I've taken from this angle of that piece of junk that's just parking here in the Galaxy's Edge. Okay, another really cool shot with the fisheye is right here at Star Tours, where we can get a really cool photo of the AT-AT there in the back, as you can see him. So I'm gonna go ahead inside the queue line and show you exactly where I shot this photo from. Now you want to go into the standby line. That's where you probably get the best angle, because you can see if we go to the left hand side, which is the lightning lane, you won't be able to get the whole AT-AT. And we want to be able to shoot it from the bottom up. So let's go ahead inside here. And here we go. Let me put the wide angle for you guys. And what we're going to shoot from the bottom up. That way you get a really cool angle, and we could give it a little tilt. And if not, we can actually even do the other side, which is where the fountain is over there. Shoot upwards. Okay, so that's it guys here from a rainy Hollywood Studios. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now if you enjoyed this video where I'm showing you how to use a fisheye and all this other fun stuff, there's another video that I did at the Magic Kingdom. I'll put a link there. Now if this is the first time watching these videos, my name is Disney Nuts, and I do videos around the parks of photography, as well as reviews and food and other stuff like that with my wife Gilda. And with that said guys, stay awesome. See ya, bye.